So there seems to be a Grammys crisis ongoing right now when it comes to P. Diddy. It just seems that things are getting worse for this man. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. It is daily and consistent content on this channel. Click that button and subscribe. Send a super thanks. I would appreciate it. Thumbs up on the video, comment down below, and let's get into this mess, because this is basically what is conspiring, you know, for the past couple of days, especially. But it looks like the Grammy seating plan has been plunged into chaos, guys, because of the claims made against rapper Sean Diddy Combs. As normally only have to worry about the egos of the stars in the room, but we can reveal that in the wake of the R-word and abuse allegations against the hip-hop star, a number of celebrity agents have asked for their clients to be seated away from him. This week, Combs settled a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend Cassie, and of course fresh lawsuits have come his way as well. As a result, several Academy officials are pushing to remove the billionaire superstar from the Grammy guest list. A Music Insider has told Mirror Online the formal invitations go out this month. There's conflict at the Academy as several voting members do not think it will be appropriate to invite Diddy. Some, including several high-profile African-American members, fear that inviting him sends the wrong message to audiences and the charities it supports. Several publicists have also asked that their artists are not seated by him. It is an absolute logistical nightmare that is ongoing right now when it comes to the Grammys. A lot of artists, high-profile people, are strongly requesting to not be seated next to him in any capacity, and of course it looks like he might be kicked out of the Grammys and not invited, especially this year, due to all of the significant allegations. Now, I would absolutely agree. To have Diddy there on the red carpet posing like nothing happened, I think is a big kick in the face when it comes to the victims, when it comes to Cassie, and when it comes to everybody else who could be triggered by him because they may have had their own experiences with him and they haven't spoken out yet. So this is causing, you know, major chaos when it comes to the Grammys. They don't know what to do. I think the best bet is to not invite him, no matter how much money this man has. When it comes to publicists and PR and A&R, they're going to try their best to please their artists. So I wonder who these artists are. I'm sure it's pretty much everybody that don't want to be near him right now. They don't even want to touch him right now. You know, Usher hasn't said one word to support him. And of course, Usher's known him for a while. He's currently touring around doing whatever the hell he needs to do. And I don't think anybody else who, you know, is his acquaintance, not that they should or would, but, you know, if somebody is a friend of P. Diddy and loyal to him, they would surely want to speak out. And evidently that's just not taking place. So it looks like he's probably going to be kicked out from the Grammys, you know, the first award show, which is the most prestigious award show in America. For him not to attend, for him to be uninvited, is what the members of the board are saying. The charities that support victims of DV are then going to have this man laid out on a red carpet. That makes absolute no sense. It's a mockery and it's a slap in the face when it comes to these charities. And these charities themselves would also want to pull out of the Grammys and not want to be associated if Diddy is there. That's how big this whole situation is. And so a couple of days ago, I spoke about the fact that, you know, maybe this snowball effect is getting smaller and not bigger, and the story is drowning out. But I think it's actually maintaining itself, and if anything, getting a little bit bigger as time goes on because of these fresh lawsuits and the fact that his old members of the team are speaking out. Suge spoke out via prison as well. So, you know, you have Gene Deal still speaking out as well with fresh videos. So a lot of people are continuously speaking out about this. So I don't know what's going to take place, if there are any other lawsuits coming out soon, what P. Diddy is going to do, what's his next sighting. I believe right now he's in crisis mode and his PR probably working overtime for him. But I think the damage is done. I just hope he doesn't sneak his way back in. I just don't think he deserves it in any capacity. I don't think the man's going to jail, but I don't think he deserves to sneak his way back in. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this. So subscribe to the channel, sorry. Click that button. Send a super thanks. Thumbs up on the video, guys. It's a click thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video. So Kimora Lee Simmons, the history between her and P. Diddy is being resurfaced, and there are more allegations of what Diddy did to Kim Porter. Hey guys, just Morali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content on this channel. It is 24/7 fresh content. Please subscribe, click that button, send a super thanks if you guys wish to. There's a $sign there. Thumbs up, I would appreciate it on the video. Click the thumbs up button, comment down below. Let's get into this mess and not waste any more time. So Kimora Lee Simmons, of course, has a history with Diddy, considering the fact that she was dating for a while and of course was with and married Russell Simmons. Now, Russell Simmons was, I believe, in his 30s before he ran over to Indonesia. In his 30s or so, and Kimora was roughly around 16, 17, 18, in that range. So of course, a lot of grooming going on there. And only recently she came on live a couple months ago, obviously getting emotional about the fact that she felt like she was married off way too young. There was an issue with her and Diddy that has resurfaced where, you know, Diddy basically threatened to beat her up, and she obviously exclaimed the fact that she was pregnant. She called him a moron and etc. Now, why he wanted to do that, I don't know. Perhaps it was his affiliation, with Kim Porter, or seeing things or questioning things or any kind of way. But their history has been brought up in this matter, which I think is interesting considering the fact that Kimora, Lee Simmons and Kim Porter are friends. So the fact that he would even threaten to beat her up while she was pregnant is even sad within itself. But then apparently he got on his knees at one point and apologized to Kimora Lee Simmons for that moment of time. But I find this to be interesting considering the fact that she also spoke up and broke her silence, which I reported on when it happened. When this whole Diddy lawsuit came, she said, what you sow is what you will reap. And that's exactly what is taking place. Now, Kim Porter and Kimora are friends, but for some reason I feel like Kimora and Kim Porter are like industry friends. Is Kimora really there for Kim Porter? I don't know. You know, Kim's friends are the friends that you've grown up with, not the industry people that you get to know, especially somebody through Russell Simmons. Not that, of course, you know, she's bad because of him. He's bad on his own right and his own actions, but I don't know why I get the feeling that I don't know if Kimora was really down for Kim like that. Like I've heard from sources, like when I interviewed this particular girl, he was a worker around these areas, she just echoed the same sentiment that they're more so industry friends and etc. Who knows? But more allegations about Kim Porter are coming forth about Diddy, and that he would track Kim down everywhere she would go, whatever club that she was at. You know, basically obsessed with her, did not want her to be with anybody else, had cameras, you know, following her and tracking her as well, especially in her own home, wiretapping her phone and her messages to basically control everything about her, and that she wasn't allowed to move on. He could move on, she wasn't allowed to. He was absolutely obsessed with her. And of course, to the point where it was extremely abusive. Now, there was this particular woman online who predicts futures and etc. And she obviously discussed that in, you know, one of her videos as well. So I feel like it's interesting that it just naturally corroborates, and that I believe Gene Deal also spoke out recently again, reiterating the fact that, you know, P. Diddy used to follow Kim everywhere to make sure that she was home at a certain time. This was post breakup, and that if she was at a club, they would run up to every club to see what was going on to make sure that she wasn't with somebody. He did not want that woman with anybody. He tracked her phone, tracked her cameras, tracked everything about her. So it's interesting now that all of that information is also resurfacing. There also is another YouTuber who had some letter. I don't know where this email was from or what. I don't know how strong the source was, but he was also professing the fact that one of Diddy's previous exes was following Kim Porter around to make sure that, you know, she wasn't doing XYZ, just tapping into in every single kind of way. So fresh new allegations about what Diddy was doing to Kim Porter. It wasn't just about breaking her nose and getting into physical fights and etc. But also, you know, Kimora Lee Simmons' past with Diddy has also resurfaced, which is violent. Every single person's past that has resurfaced, every video that has resurfaced, everyone's story about Diddy, nothing is positive. Nothing is conducive to his positive character. It's all abusive, it's all shady, it's all he's scary, he's this, he's that, he's that, he's that, he's this, he's this, he's this. It's insane. Even Suge Knight last night spoke up. So at this point, it is just very, it's just wild. It honestly is wild. This is one of those stories that is continuing to snowball. Normally a story dies down within 4 to 5 days, but at the very max. But the story with P. Diddy has been going on for the last 2 weeks, and I feel like hopefully it's only going to get stronger. I don't want people to forget this. I want to see what takes place. Now, the Survivors Act in New York has expired, but 600 cases were filed prior to it closing. So perhaps there are more there when it comes to Diddy. Perhaps somebody else is going to speak out. Perhaps more men in the limelight are going to speak out. I don't know. I doubt it. But one thing I'll say is Cassie opened the floodgates. She really opened them, because after her, everyone's speaking out now. Suge Knight is speaking out in flipping prison. You have 2 more fresh lawsuits that he's facing that his lawyers have to also now deal with. And notice how he's not settling these lawsuits, these other ones. So I think that because they're not in the limelight and they're not as, you know, publicized as like the Cassie one, I think that he's going to try and fight them in court or in some kind of way. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this quick update. Subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, guys. It's just one click. It's every single day. Fresh content, multiple videos on this channel without fail. Please subscribe, click that button. In the last 24 hours, I've uploaded like nearly 10 videos. Send us super thanks if you guys wish to. Comment down below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.